We are live as we travel the uphill road, coming to you from Black Bottom, #1 Detroit. We thank God that we have survived and now have arrived at the last stop. Living with reality, truth, and consequences. Exciting yet thoughtful conversation. Monologue, dialogue, dynamic guest.
Greetings again. Welcome to the last stop, living with reality, truth, and its consequences. We're going to open this broadcast with entitlement. The entitlement of black women. You know, as you can see, I've got my Black Woman versus Everybody t-shirt on. On one sleeve you got, and the struggle continues. And on the other side, you got your power fist, you know. Powerful black woman, and she is. But this this segment is on just the entitlement of, I don't know, I just have to say uncouth. And I'll leave it at that, uncouth black women. So tell me what you think of this segment right here. Leave a comment. Good, bad, or ugly.
Why are you just
I'm just asking you to excuse me. Why is you sitting here arguing?
Why are you so special?
Because I'm trying to get to the front.
Yeah, we're all trying to get to the front. We all pay the same goddamn money.
Okay, but I'm saying, sir, I'm just telling you, excuse me. If you move.
Cool. And the door ain't open.
I'm just saying, though, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
I'm trying to get up to the front.
Yeah, we all are.
Excuse me.
She always like that? Oh, sorry, you don't know her.
No,
If I
thankfully.
just move you the fuck out of my way, then I'm assaulting you.
Yeah.
So you won't move.
Why are you
I'm asking you to say,
And I'm
excuse me.
saying no.
Okay.
I can say no. I don't have to say yes. Do you want?
You
Do I
don't,
need to
sir.
say yes?
Sir, I'm saying excuse
And
me.
I'm saying
And
no,
you
thank
just gonna
you.
block my way.
Yeah.
So if I hit you,
You're
that's
assaulting
assault.
us. And you got 30 witnesses on you, man, with the red hair. You'll get arrested and then you will get a lifetime flight ban. You want that?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, excuse me.
What
Why
you're
you
saying is
excuse
you think that you are more special than everybody else on this goddamn fucking
Excuse
plane.
me.
Excuse me!
Excuse me.
Excuse me!
So, what do you think right there? Are those white men being racist to her? Or are they asking her or questioning what makes her entitled or special that she should go to the front of the line as opposed to, I guess, waiting in line in her place? Put that in the comment section. You know, living with reality, the last stop, where we deal with actual facts here. You know, so I have some another issue here with the women of the View, and it ties into this report here about the January 6th, comparing January 6th and the George Floyd riots and those riots that went on, and there being no comparison. So I want us to take a look at this report here and tell me what you think.
I just think we need to make it clear that there can be no comparison between the Black Lives Matter movement and what we saw on January 6th. There were very limited destruction of property and violence during the uprising.
I want to be clear in how I characterize this. This is mostly a protest. It is not generally speaking unruly, but fires have been started.
Oh boy.
They just threw something on fire. Chris, a firecracker.
No one should be destructing property and that sort of thing,
but I understand the anger.
What you are seeing now, these images came and come in stark contrast to what we saw over the course of the daytime hours in Kenosha and into the early evening, which were largely peaceful demonstrations in the face of law enforcement.
On the 6-year anniversary of George Floyd's death, yet another young life.
I'd like to come in here and say, before I go off into that segment of the story, about this thing about the View and George Floyd. You know, they have statues up of George Floyd and stuff, you know, and I mean, they really had him as a Jesus figure. Just do some, you know what I'm saying is right, what is true. And if you don't believe me, do your research and you'll find it, you know, just all over the country and other parts of the world even. You know, George Floyd, you know, and the coroner said his official state of death was an overdose, you know. But anyway, this lady who was just got off work, got on a bus or something, and this deranged or crazy black man got up from sitting behind her, got up, pulled out his knife and slit her jugular vein, juked his jugular vein, and said and commented, "Yeah, I got that white bitch." You know, and the camera just shows her sitting there like in shock, and slowly she just tipped over and died. And Elon Musk, he invested some money to put up a large mural, a couple of murals of her in remembrance of her, and the authorities took it down. You know, this is just the savagery and the numbness and dumbness that we have sunk into, the state that we are in as a country, and a lot of us as individuals. You know, and this next story is indicative of just how callous and deceitful the media is, because what the media wants to put out, or should I say what the state-run media wants to put out, is all over the place. But if they don't want you to know anything about it, they just be silent. You know, such as this next story we're going to broadcast, this young man from the UK.
Has been brutally extinguished only to be met with a deafening silence from the establishment media. Henry Nowak, an 18-year-old first-year university student from Chafford Hundred in Essex in the UK, was stabbed to death in the early hours of December 3rd, 2025 in Southampton, after a night out celebrating the end of his semester with friends, having consumed alcohol well under the legal limit. Nowak encountered Vikram Singh Digwa, 23, who was openly carrying a 21-centimeter ceremonial Shastar knife. Court testimony reveals Nowak was chased, stabbed multiple times, including a fatal chest wound, while Digwa had been boasting, "I am a bad man," moments before the attack.
What do you think happened there then? Henry pleads for help. Neighbours overhear him saying, "I've been stabbed, I'm dying." Shortly after this point, Digwa's family arrives on the scene. Video footage shows Digwa saying to Henry, "No one stabbed you, bro." They mock him. Digwa's father asserts, quote, "He's pretending," despite the video showing Henry literally prostrate, lying on the ground, bleeding, with Digwa's father then literally trying to prop him up. They tell police Henry's just a drunken racist, when his blood alcohol level, according to the toxicology report, was below the drink drive limit. Henry repeatedly tries to tell the police, quote, "I've been stabbed," to which a male voice responds, "I don't think you have, mate." Who said that? Digwa. one of his family members, or even more disturbingly, was it one of the police officers?
Nowak desperately, not unlike George Floyd, crying out that he couldn't breathe.
The prosecutor alleges that Digwa did not seek help for the man, did not step in to say to the police, he has indeed been stabbed by me. He knew he had stabbed Henry. Henry was telling the truth, and he had stabbed him in the lung. The cops did not believe him, and his assailant, who was claiming to be the victim of, quote, a racial assault, of which there is zero evidence, stood there and watched him die.
A student on a night out is stabbed multiple times with a 21 centimetre long knife. He's lying in a pool of his own blood, literally drowning in his blood. The police come to the scene. Instead of doing everything that they can to save his life, they handcuff and arrest the lad because there's an accusation of racial abuse. This is a scandal. Will the Home Secretary come to the House and say what she's doing to investigate the way the police conducted this matter? And can we have a debate on two-tier policing, which is doing so much to undermine respect for the police and for the rule of law in this country?
What makes this case particularly galling is the near total blackout from major outlets that would otherwise amplify similar stories into national crises. Compare this to the wall-to-wall coverage of cases where the racial dynamics are reversed. Far too many to even count. Britain and Ireland must wake up before more Henry Nowaks are sacrificed on the altar of political correctness. The lack of sustained coverage is an oversight. It's a choice that dishonors the victim and endangers us all. John Bound reporting.
And now, to put a recap on the entitlement of uncouth women, black women, uncouth black women. You know, the women of The View, the woman on the, I don't know if it was an airplane or train or whatever, but, and just the, that thing on The View is just really amazing, you know, and the media, the so-called media, mainstream, you know, so openly lying to you, telling you not to believe what you're looking at. That's what they're telling you, not to believe what you're looking at. And then the rampant destruction of civil society by crazy criminals, insane criminals that need to be institutionalized or they need to be unlived. You know, living with reality here. You know, when you murder somebody, then you do not deserve to live. Life for a life. Self-defense and all the different type of things like that, those are different situations. But when you just come up behind a stranger and kill them, push them onto in front of a train, society does not need to be taking care of you and feeding and clothing you for the rest of your life in prison or institution. No. No, you just need to be, I guess, turning the Soylent Green, I guess. If you don't know what Soylent Green is, go rent the movie. You can't watch it unless you rent it or buy it. Old movie. Back in the 70s, I think that movie came out. And it was, the date projected was 2020. But anyway. And then again with the young man over in the UK. The UK, the so-called United Kingdom. Oh, it's fallen. It has fallen. It's been taken over. And Australia, Texas, New York for sure, has fallen. This invasion that has come into this country, what you see over there, you've heard it before. It's coming here. So take the blinders off. Take the I don't know, your night eye covers off. Open your eyes to the realities of what's going on. This is the last stop. I thank you for your time and your patience, and I pray that you take something of this broadcast and just do some research. Read something. Read it. Thank you again. Peace be with you all.